Well, let's talk about how businesses, and it's pointed out, there's a dividend aristocrat group, 25 years of consecutive dividend increases. There's not many that are dividend kings, 50 years in a row of dividend increases. I think, almost like the Dow 30. There's 31 companies. Hormel is one of them. Through thick and thin, you've been able to do that. You too conservative?
Yeah. I don't think so. I think our level of financial management has been incredibly appropriate over the years. Actually, just yesterday, we announced our 56th consecutive year of dividend increase. That does continue to put us in that dividend king classification. In the middle of November, we announced our 373rd consecutive dividend payment. So we've paid a dividend every quarter since we became a public company in 1928. Our balance sheet, even after we did the largest acquisition in our company's history, Planters, for just over $3 billion, our balance sheet remains incredibly strong and gives us the optionality to really do what we need to do to continue to drive our business, whether that's internal CapEx investments to build new facilities, to go out and find additional acquisitions to support our business. I wouldn't say that we've been conservative at all. We've just been very appropriate managers of our finances.
Hey, Jim, I'm a big fan of Planters dry roasted peanuts. I buy them all the time, and I have to say, in my experience, I've had a harder time finding them over the pandemic. Am I imagining that, or is that real?
No, I think like so many things, Becky, there have been supply chain challenges across not just the food space, but so many industries. And as you know, and I'm not the first to say it, we are experiencing labor issues. And so, as we continue to see labor improve, we certainly expect availability of all of our products to increase. But I would tell you that it's not a dramatic shift in terms of availability. A big part of it could also be the increased demand that we're seeing, not only for Planters, but for our entire portfolio, both in the retail channel and the food service channel.
So, Jim, you talk about Hormel, and we could go probably a half hour at least, but we needed to talk about your response to the pandemic. I know you're proud of the digital side of things, and you got on the top whenever anyone needed to order something when we were holed up in our homes, they could easily find Hormel products. But how did you handle that, and what about supply chain issues and store shelves right now? There's certain things that we're having trouble getting for Thanksgiving. How's everything appear currently on this? It's the Tuesday before.
Well, there's a lot there, Joe, in that question. I will tell you, the last 2 years have been the most complex operating environment that I've ever been part of in my 32 years. And so starting out with our focus on keeping our team members safe at the beginning of the pandemic, and now doing everything we can to be transparent and educate our team members to get vaccinated, because we want to make sure that they continue to show up for work, to produce the products that our consumers want and need to have on their table. I actually did my Thanksgiving shopping with my wife on Saturday night, and fortunately, we were able to get everything that we needed. So I do think it's probably more of location specific. And it is a combination of not only some of the supply chain challenges, but the significant increase in demand that we're seeing. And that elevation in demand has remained since the start of the pandemic. And honestly, we don't see any signs of that slowing down. So, I can't speak specifically to where you shop, but just know that we have 15,000 production professionals who are showing up for work each and every day to do their part as essential workers to make sure they keep food on our consumers' tables.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.